This is Rick Shanklin with the National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky. Here's a briefing on the major winter storm expected to impact our region tonight and Friday and into Friday evening. And this briefing is for the area outlined in the red on the map before you. A winter storm warning is in effect from 6 o'clock tonight through midnight Friday night, as shown by the pink outlined area or shaded area on the map. We also have a winter storm watch from midnight tonight through midnight Friday night, which is shown in the blue area, and that would include Henderson, Evansville, and other parts of southwest Indiana down to Hardin County, Kentucky. A freezing rain is possible tonight with icing up to 1/4 of an inch. We expect a changeover to all snow as this system progresses by daybreak Friday, and 4 to 8 inch total accumulations are possible across parts of the warned area, especially parts of western Kentucky. Gusty northeast winds will lead to blowing and drifting of snow on Friday and into Friday night. Travel will quickly become dangerous tonight through Friday. Here's a detailed look at our projected or forecast total snow amounts for this event. And as you can see, it ranges from less than an inch across much of southern Illinois and southeast Missouri, upwards to 4 to 6 inches, even 6 to 8 inches is possible across parts of western Kentucky, mainly east of the Lakes region. As far as when the bulk of the precipitation is expected to begin, across the southern parts of our region, about 6 to 8 p.m. this evening, we expect the bulk of the precipitation to begin moving north. 8 to 10 p.m., a line from roughly Poplar Bluff to Owensboro, and midnight to 2 a.m. North of Evansville down to Cape Girardeau and into southeast Missouri. And as the system moves off to the east, we'll kind of see a tilt in the back edge. The northern edge will become the northwest edge of the precipitation and not make it much further than the most northern red line that you see here. I do want to stress and point out that there are areas of light snow and even freezing rain moving across the area today, generally very light, but that is not part of the bulk of the precipitation that we're expecting beginning tonight. Tonight is when we expect the really accumulating precipitation amounts, which, by the way, in the far southeast, Christian, Todd County, Muhlenberg, Trigg County, for a period this evening, the precipitation could be in the form of just plain rain before changing over to freezing rain late tonight. And speaking of freezing rain, here's our ice accumulation forecast for this event. And as you can see across western Kentucky and the Missouri Boot Heel, we are projecting ice accumulations of 1/10 to generally 2/10 of an inch. It's not out of the question we could see some higher amounts than that. And that's when it becomes problematic, not just on surfaces, but can lend to some concern with power outages, at least isolated power outages, especially given the wind forecast that we have for the area. So here is an overview again of what we expect for this event. The main area of wintry precipitation moving north across the region tonight. This event will impact mainly western Kentucky, the Missouri Boot Heel, and the extreme part of southern Illinois and southwest Indiana. Could be some lesser amounts of snow flurries northwest of these areas, but again, the greatest impact across western Kentucky in particular and into the Missouri Boot Heel. We do expect freezing rain, sleet, snow, and strong wind, especially on Friday. We do think the transition will be pretty quick from freezing rain to snow, so sleet, at least at this point, looks like it'll be a lesser concern. Impacts, and here's the big thing with this system is near blizzard conditions are possible during the day Friday. We expect periods of heavy snow across the warned area, reducing visibilities to at times less than 1/4 of a mile, which is one of the conditions for a blizzard warning, and also strong winds gusting up to around 30 miles an hour, perhaps at times even stronger than that, and that's just below the threshold of blizzard conditions, which is frequent gusts of at least 35 miles an hour. So again, near blizzard conditions are possible across the warned area on Friday, especially as you progress a little bit south of the Ohio River. Isolated power outages, again, possible with, even though the freezing rain amounts are not expected to be that terribly significant, it's just the combination of those and the wind that could lead to some isolated power outages as we get into late tonight and probably even more so on Friday as the wind picks up. And also, dangerous travel conditions are expected beginning tonight, certainly lasting through the day, Friday and Friday night, and even into the early part of the weekend before we see some moderation in temperatures and sunshine over the weekend. So that's what we have for you, the very latest on this major winter storm. Please stay informed via our website, weather.gov/PAH, and on our social media. Thanks for tuning in.